Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Console. In today's video, we are diving into a topic that is so close to the heart of many parents raising teenagers on autism spectrum. So in today's topic, I'm going to talk about independence and daily living skills. As a parent and caregivers, we all want to see our children grow into confident, capable young adults, but for teens with autism, that path to independence may look a little bit different, and that is perfectly okay. So in today's video, I will share practical tips and real life example and encouragement to help you and your teen build self-care, decision-making, and life skills that they may need as they step into adulthood. For me, since the beginning, knowing that my child has autism, I always want my son to grow as independent and as much as he can. And this is something I started when he was very little, because I really wanted him to learn as many skills as possible to just keep building up, so that by the time he gets at the certain age, he will be able to take care of himself. So why independence is so crucial, why independence matters most. One thing I want you to understand is that independence doesn't mean doing everything alone. For our teens with autism, independence is about learning the skills that give them choice, dignity, and confidence. So these skills allow them to navigate daily life, whether it's brushing their teeth, sitting at the table and eat with everyone, making a sandwich, or eventually managing money. The truth is, independence is not built overnight. It's a step-by-step journey, and every small win matters most. So let's start with self-care. These are building blocks of independence. Simple routine like brushing teeth, taking a shower, dressing for the weather, or combing hair may seem small for us, but they create a foundation for confidence. For your teen, knowing step by step what they need to do, it's really important for them. For example, you can break this down using visual steps, like your child will go in a bathroom, they pick a toothbrush, they add a toothpaste on the top, and then brush their teeth about 2 minutes, and then rinse. So for them being aware with these steps, it helps them to memorize it step by step. This is something, again, not to build overnight. Is something you keep going until your child knows the routine and want it to happen. And you can use a timer or checklist or even fun app to make routine engaging, and don't forget to celebrate their progress. If your teen showers independently 3 days this week instead of 1 day by themselves, that growth worth celebrating. Please don't miss out any really good wins your child is making. Now let's talk about daily living skills. So these are the tasks that prepares a teen for greater independence in a home or in a community. For example, things like a cooking meal, preparing a sandwich to take to school, something like boiling eggs, boiling pasta, or even using a microwave. You can think about any task you do in the house, laundry, cleaning, money management, and learning how to pay at the store, counting change, or even use the card. These are really good responsibility. If your child will be able to be trained to do this kind of things, it will be so much helpful. I remember a few weeks ago, that was the first attempt I made. I sent my son to the shop with my daughter. So my son is quite bigger than my daughter. So I sent them to the shop together. And because my son is the eldest one, I gave him money to be the one keeping, but I asked my daughter to monitor him so that he doesn't lose the money. So as they step out of the house, I had the confidence they would go and buy whatever he wanted in a shop. So when they get to the shop, he looked for money in his pocket. He could not find it. That was a really good attempt. It wasn't really so much money to cry for. It was just a small money to go and buy what he wanted and come back. And I can tell you that didn't put me off. That gave me a confidence that I can keep trying and do more of this. And this is something I'm very committed of doing. Probably the way I gave him money wasn't appropriate because it was just a note of 5. I put it in his pocket. Maybe somehow as he was running to the shop, or maybe puts his hand in a pocket, the money flew off. So I'm thinking about the other way I can help him, make sure that he's got money with him. Or maybe next time I may give him a card, and then I will see how that goes. So just remember that you help your child to practice one skills at a time, and also in a real situation. If you are teaching your child about grocery shopping, let your child be the one get the trolley and find all the items in a store. You can just shout them out. We need the onion, we need this, we need this, and let your child be the one who go to the checkout. These days we have so many self checkout, so it's really really fun thing to let your child be the one scan everything and allow them to do the payment. Also remember, the more practice, the better your child become, because they get used with the routine and they get used with the process what need to be done. So one of the most important part of independence is decision making. Children with autism sometimes struggle with the choices, especially when there are too many options. So if you feel like your child is having a trouble with making choices, please start it simple. Just for example, if you want to give your child a choice of what to wear, ask them, do you want to wear blue shirt or green shirt? Or if you want to give them a choice of food, ask them, do you want to eat pasta or do you want to eat rice? Just make it that simple. As they build the confidence, you can gradually expand the range of choices. Decision making also include problem solving. If your child spills a drink, instead of stepping in immediately, guide them. What should we do? For example, you can engage with them. What should we do when we spill juice on the floor? Maybe you will see your child grab a towel or wipe, to come and clean up. This kind of gentle prompting teaches them responsibility and confidence, and also allows them to think. A drink is on the floor, what is needed to be done? So those kind of things, they are really simple and they look meaningless to us because this is something that is just, it comes out naturally. But with our children, it's very good to have this kind of conversation so that you can be much more supportive to them. However, somehow at some point, your child will grow as adult. So for them, starting connecting these daily skills to a future goal, it's very, very important. Maybe they may want to go to college, get part-time job, or live more independently one day. Everything is possible. So each skills they learn now is a stepping stone on how they could support themselves in the future. So if possible, involve them in planning. For example, you can plan with them what to cook today, what to shop today, and just have that conversation with them instead of making meals that they don't have no idea. Just offer them that choice. I'm sure whatever you ask them is something they have tried or they know what you are asking them. So start with those kind of conversation. What would you like to have today? So that you can have that family conversation. Also, if they enjoy technology, let them help you with online shopping, tracking, schedule, and just see what your child likes doing and keep building up that independence from there. Remember, independence looks different for all children. Some may live completely on their own. Others may always need some level of support, and both are equal valid. What matters most is giving them tools to live their best possible life. Again, remember that you always need to start where your child is and be gentle with them. Just know that you are not too late. Your child is not too late, is not behind. Your child is just exactly where it's supposed to be. And also teach them according to their understanding, because at this point, when you have lived with your child after diagnosis, there is so much observation you have done. You know what your child is capable of doing. You know how your child functions on a daily basis. So start from there and train them to be more independent as much as, and I'm telling you, every single support we give them, it takes them to the next level. I know this journey can feel overwhelming at a time, and teaching independence is not about perfection, it's about progress. Every skills your teen learn, no matter how small, is a victory worth celebrating. If you are watching this and thinking it's too late, please know that it's never too late. Even young adults do continue learn and grow. And the same thing, I myself, I keep learning who I am and learning who is my child and how I can support them. So you never be too late. Your child is not too late, and they can always surprise you in an amazing way. So take a step by step. Be patient with yourself and your child, and remember that independence is a journey you are working together. So keep going and keep working with your child. At the end of the day, it's not about perfection. It's about showing up for each other with love and patience. If you're a parent or a sibling or caregiver, working this journey alongside a teen with autism, know this: you are doing incredible work. Give yourself a credit. You are building resilience in your children, compassion in your family, and legacy of love that will last a lifetime. So take a day at a time, celebrate every small wins, and remember, you are exactly where you meant to be. So keep growing together and stronger as a family, and also know that you're not alone in this journey. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next video.